Morning, Esmon here. We are in the Imperial Uprising event, and I want to talk about druids again. About Stormbolt druids in, well, specifics, and some might say, well, didn't you just play that in the previous cycle? And yes, but no, because we are taking quite a turn on the character. Because last time we were stacking strength, now we are stacking attunement. It's a whole lot different. I mean, the main differences of these characters will be we are a lot squishier and we will dish out a lot more damage. But I just wanted to talk a bit about the character. It's been a few hours into the event. We now are, let me check, flash up time. We are 7.5 hours into the stream, and I have started the stream with level 20 because I did some levels yesterday. But pretty much 7.5 hours from level 20, so half or 1 hour earlier, so 8.5 hours, and we are at Empowered Monolith. It took me about 4 hours, I think, for the entire campaign on a fresh character, and this was due to this character pretty much crushing the campaign entirely. We didn't really have a single fight that did last more than 10 seconds. Even Lagoon, we did one shot completely, and then I still had to do the second phase, but at the moment I jumped out of the second phase, he just died. So he was pretty much dead already. But yeah, this character just ran through the campaign, not caring about anything, and I want to talk a little bit about how. We were running Fury Leap very early, just in the normal cooldown recovery and reduce mana cost at the beginning, and then I went for the Stormbolts and Rejuvenating Storms. This lets you recast Fury Leap or reset the cooldown of Fury Leap, which is well, very good, because you can Fury Leap a lot, and then you just get your Gathering Storm on, pick up Excited Bolts, pick up Rending Vortex later on when you have level 50. And before that, you just want to get Concentrated Storm and, well, these nodes. Just get some damage onto the Stormbolts. Most importantly, you want Gathering Storm early, you want Fury Leap early, and Tornado is the third specialization you are going for. Here you just rush Frequent Lightning. Just push 5 points into this, and then you want 3 points here, 4 points here, and after that you go for the rest. But these are like the three main skills in the early game: Gathering Storm, Tornado, Fury Leap for clearing and going through the story fast. After that you would want to specialize Warcry and Werebear form, and Maelstrom when you hit level 50. When you hit level 50 you would replace Fury Leap also. For Fury Leap you would have Warcry and... No, you would have Fury Leap instead of Warcry, and then when you hit level 50 you replace your 4th mastery with Warcry, and 5th then Maelstrom, or vice versa, it doesn't matter. That's pretty much the leveling process, and then for Warcry you just want this very quickly, generate Maelstrom stacks, go for Bringer of Winter then for crit, and after that you want to go for Ferocity to get more Warcry procs. On Maelstrom you just want to rush the haste and the frenzy buffs. These are very strong. Then you go for Pop the Storm and put 1 point into Energized. Then get 3 points here and finish off with Energized. The end again. For the Werebear, you just rush to Unending Storm. Then get Whispering Claws. Get 2 points into Invigoration and then finish off the points here and here. Just to, well, get everything going. This pretty much sums up the skills. For the passive tree, we completely ignore Beastmaster in this variant. In the other variant, we had a lot of points in Beastmaster and only 6 or 7 in Shaman. Here we are going for the Shaman tree for lightning penetration for attunement, extremely strong nodes. Here, shared lightning damage is okay as well. Lagunian Wrath is pretty decent with spell damage. But it's not worth to get the 4 points in here, but these are very good. Later on you would probably pick up 2 more points here as well. With the Druid, you just want to pick mana, health, attunement, and then some crit and more attunement. That's pretty much the tree. Later on, you go for hide skin as well, and then pick up some more strength wherever you want, and other useful stuff like health or endurance or whatever you're looking for. But I haven't finalized the tree. You want to get 5 points on Tiger Spirit later on as well. So overall, you won't have many points left to put wherever you want. Very many deterministic like points you can't really go away from. Then what crushed the campaign entirely for me were the Stormhide pause. I did get from Nemesis in Act 1, actually. I did push through a Nemesis in Act 1 because I thought Stormhide's pretty good. Why not just empower them twice? And I did just get a tier 7 attunement Stormhide pause in Act 1, which made it possible to crush the entire campaign. Without these, I'd probably be half an hour slower, I'd guess. Like 20 minutes to half an hour slower, because these just gave me, like they easily doubled my damage in the early game. So they, maybe even more, maybe even tripled or quadrupled my damage in the early game. So these were extremely lucky, and we'll probably have slightly less damage without stuff like that. But overall, the gear I'm wearing hasn't changed all that much from the campaign, because I mostly just upped the tiers from what I found. Like, here's some pieces I had in the campaign. Like, I had two silver rings with attunement, some strength, some health, then boots with some attunement, and I was wearing the nature boots that make vines and stuff for a long part, because they just give 35 movement speed just to be faster. Then just a body with movement speed, attunement. Earlier I had just attunement and strength on the body mostly. And you just want a staff with spell damage and crit or mana, something in that direction. Overall, just try to get as much attunement as possible on all pieces. I am at 129 attunement currently. Did come out of the campaign with like 70 attunement, and like the goal is to reach about 250 with buffs up, 250, 300, something in that range. Other than that, there's not all that much to talk about yet. I just wanted to share my league start with you, because I had quite a late league start. I couldn't play when the event was starting, had 1.5 days late league start. But we are at level 78, so pushing pretty well. Just reached Empowered Monolith, and to not just talk, we quickly clear one area to show where the character stands right now. This is 100, like the base corruption, level 100 area. Just want to Warcry, transform, and then run through. Don't really care if there's a lot of enemies surviving. Just finish the areas quickly to push up corruption, because nothing really will challenge us. We are now going to farm Emperor of Corpses for his relic. And there's too many enemies, just transform back, put some tornadoes, get back into bear form, and go through them. I am running on a modified filter of last season, so this is actually not a very good filter right now. It's too specific and has some things that are off, but I will modify the filter, and when I make an update tomorrow or in 2 days or something like that, I will provide a filter as well for the character. When I had like pushed it a little further and took the time to create an actual filter for the character, will provide a filter as well. We'll just take a look at the Nemesis here. I mostly am empowering Nemesis only that have decent mods at least. Catch that lizard here quickly. These are extremely good. Oh, human gloves? 6 was it, I think? 13 or 14? 13, I think. 14 would be tier 7 on gloves. But let's take a quick look at the Nemesis. The health is interesting, but overall not too good. I will kill it, however, for the percent health charges. Need these shards. Wherever they are. The gun. Look at the buffs. Actually, tier 7 attunement. We do something with them. The mana base as well, which is very good. This is bad. And pretty much it dies on this. We won't. Well, that's pretty much was it. I will get back in a few days when we are closer to Aberoth. I've made some gear. Push the Circle of Fortune further because I want to push to 9 before I do anything serious with it. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you on the next one.